Aerobatic team of what's officially known as the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan begins its routine. We're going to be pulling up into a quarter cloverleaf manoeuvre describing on their slope the outline of a quarter of a cloverleaf, and it's a very useful repositioning manoeuvre, as you can see, bringing them back onto the main display line parallel with the runway. And now it's time for a beautifully executed four-ship bound roll stage.
1976 and based at Amman International Airport, the four-ship team has been a regular and popular supporter of the Air Tattoo for many years. Originally flying with 3 Pitts S2A Specials, the team changed to 4 Fast and Nimble Water Extra 300L aircraft in 2007. And since 2018, the team have this brand new Extra 330 LX, a more modern and capable aircraft and the ultimate version of the Extra design. And now they've changed from box into T for Tango formation. The Tango loop. Calling the shots at the front for 2025 is the team leader, Jamil Zayad, who first joined the team back in 2002. And he's been a past leader, director.
Joined the Royal Jordanian Air Force in 1992, graduated from its King Hussein Air College 3 years later as a fighter pilot, and he's flown the Northrop F5 and the Dassault Mirage F1. Now, we see them down towards the western end, and they're exiting inverted.
Still inverted, but there they are now, pulling through. And that was at the personal behest of the late His Majesty King Hussein bin Talal. Himself, of course, a very seasoned military leader.
Yeah, this is 10 Gs. And we're going to see some minus G, some negative G now. Again, they exit from that half Cuban inverted, and they're going into an inverted turn.
One of the smallest aircraft on display here, with a wingspan of 26 feet and a length of 23 feet and a maximum weight of just over 2,000 pounds. This aircraft can be flown on a private pilot's license.
Starting off with a pair of Pitts Special Aerobatic biplanes. As Mark mentioned, they increased that complement over the years. 1992 saw conversion to the initial Extra EA300, then that switched later to the 300L, the low-wing model, also as mentioned earlier. And 2018 saw the introduction of this outstanding 330 LX model, which is really added a lot of dynamism to the display. Change the axis and head away from us, and now it's time for the first split of the sequence. Watch the 4 extras as they pull up to the north and split into 2 pairs, both put the smoke on. This is their salute to you, the Royal Jordanian Falcons heart. Very nicely executed, even if the smoke's a little bit difficult to see against that sky backdrop.
This aircraft has a wonderful engine combination with the propeller. It's a Tetra-Lycoming AEIO 580, which is 580 cubic inches or 9.1 litres.
producing 315 horsepower and coupled with an MT propeller with 4 blades. This aircraft has a top speed of 220 knots.
As they cross, we're going to see the first 3 aircraft in the formation exiting for a little while for 2025, the slot and solo man is Feras Al-Waitat, who joined the Royal Jordanian Air Force in 2006. He's another King Hussein Air College graduate as a fighter pilot. Reflecting the changing equipment of the Royal Jordanian Air Force on the front line, he finished his fighter conversion on the Northrop F5 and then moved on to the F-16 Fighter Falcon, which is today Jordan's most potent combat aircraft. He joined the Royal Jordanian Falcons in 2021. He's going to cross with the 3-ship passing underneath and pulling up. They're in good formation, going into a loop.
The Jordanian Falcons, no strangers to the UK or indeed the European airshow circuit, and as is traditional, the aircraft is broken down, put into the back of a C-130 Hercules aircraft. The first show here at RIAT on Saturday was the 3rd in Europe, starting in France, with their first show taking place at Orange Air Base in the south.
Going vertical, and there they perform very neatly synchronised stall turns. And now we're going to see the right wing man going into mirror formation on the leader, and the left wing man barrel rolling around their smoke. The 2 wingmen for 2025 are Sharif Hatouk and Ahmad Al-Qudar. Easy to see why this aircraft has been the mount of so many great individual aerobatic pilots over the years. Indeed, the Extra 330 family is the current equipment of the French Air and Space Forces National Competition Aerobatic Squad, the Planety Award-winning Équipe de Voltige de l'Armée de l'Air et de l'Espace. Back across with the main formation across the right edge. Pulling up into a quarter globally, but we're going to see a split on the down line. A quarter roll in the vertical from the wingmen and stall turns. Was so now the action moves to the north side of the airfield as the solo again exits and crosses with the 3-ship. We can see the other 3 extras running in. The country, as I say, is known as the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and it gives its name to one of the signature manoeuvres of its national aerobatic team. They are inverted, they're now rolling the right way up, and the team leader, Jamil Zayad, is about to call them into their famous Hashemite break. Two wingmen coming in for an opposition cross. Pretty much dead on the display centre as the leader is set to above, and they, in pretty short order, are going to be back into formation. One of the great memories I have of this show's 40 years at Fairford comes from 1999, the year of King Hussein's death, when special tribute was paid to him here. The four extras of the Falcons were led by the King's personal de Havilland Dove for a formation fly-past, and number 6 Squadron RIAT with its Jaguars before the missing man formation to follow. Number 6 Squadron has a very strong link with Jordan, having operated from that country in the past, and indeed the very strong links forged between the British and Jordanian militaries over the years. The idea of a display such as this, incorporating a solo element, is to keep something going on in front of you all the time, and this they certainly manage. It's Ferhat's Al-Waitat, setting himself up for another cross, which he'll do on the back edge. Formation with his 3 colleagues as they pull up into a tango loop. First of the wingmen, Sharif Khatun, chief pilot of the team. Graduated from King Hussein Air College as a fighter pilot in 1988, he flew the F5. He has also flown the twin-turboprop Airbus C295 transport. We saw a very good individual slow roll earlier, Mark, from the PC-9. This is the formation team version.
Describing a circle around the
From our great friends at the 2025 Royal Jordanian Falcons.